認めよう。殺し合うことは避けられない。肉親でさえ、隣人でさえ、競い合う相手なのだと。それが人間の本質だ。動物を絶命させ、資源を食い荒らし、消費するだけの命。しかし、ならば、彼らの争いには何の意味があったのか。
Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Fate Extra. We're on the 6th week. There's 4 people left. Boy, the storm keeps shrinking. This is just Fortnite Fate. Fate Night? Fate Night Battle Royale. The next combatants will be announced on the 2nd floor bulletin board. Well, there's only like 2 it can be. We'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna just say off on talking to Saber-Telaptor. How many times have I come here? This bulletin board with its usual paper. 6 times. Master? Hold up, what? The 6th Chimeric Lunar Sea. I can't read the name. Did someone scribble over it? No. It's not scribbles. The information has been straight up destroyed. Who could have done such a thing and why? What does this mean? It's clear whose work this is. None other than our next component. Whoa. Component? I read conceal an opponent and it matched together. Makes sense for this digital world. They conceal their name along with their servants. How thorough. Praetor, we will need a new tactic for this next enemy. My opponent did this? I get it. They want to hide their own name as well as their servants. I see. That makes a lot of sense. Maybe Rani will have some ideas. I should go ask her later. I mean, come evening, I decided to speak with Rani about the bulletin board matter and my servant's theory. The names of the competitors have been removed from the board, and as your servant says, it is likely that one of the remaining masters removed them. It's a good deduction, but is it possible to do that? The masters who have advanced up to this point are all adept at the manipulation of system data. I cannot say for sure, but if your opponent noticed in the bulletin board and then defaced it, the perpetrator may have left behind evidence, even witnesses. Perhaps you should investigate. Rani's right. Without so much as a name, I can't collect information on the opposing master. One thing I know for sure. My opponent is one of the handful remaining masters here. I'll start out by investigating the campus. There's really only Leo and Rin, but I don't know if Rin survived or not. Hi! What's wrong, Hakuno? It seems something is troubling you. Was that some miscreant deleted all the names from the bulletin board? That's unforgivable. If you find the culprit, please let me know. I will lecture him for eternity. Well, don't know about that. Hey. No. Okay. We'll see. There is a chance that because I'm not on her path, she got removed, but... Rin, that is. I hate the student council and the way they look down on normal NPCs. I'll make them pay. Okay. You seem angry. Oh, you're here, It looks like someone erased the names from the bulletin board. This master's so thorough, they're not even revealing their own name. Be careful, this one's strong. It's you. It's you. You're the one who did it. Oh. Well, first off, Hakuno, you have to help me again, please? Pretty please? Yes, ma'am. Great. Once again, someone has smuggled a forbidden magazine onto campus. Magazines are not permitted on Tsukimihara Academy grounds. The rules are very clear about that. Your job is to track down this scofflaw. Scofflaw? What a word. And confiscated said magazine. Get the magazine within 3 days or they might throw it away. And no, I don't want to read it. You do. The names posted on the bulletin board have been removed. Not only was the display data deleted, but the bracket data was corrupted as well. The data cannot be recovered. This means you'll have to identify your opponent on your own. Well, thanks. Good job being a system AI, here, dude. No way, I never thought you'd make it to the final 4. At any rate, congrats. Hopefully your good luck will continue into this round. Hopefully. Alright. What you got? What's some new stuff here? Sword of Repentance, shock, physical damage, and steal an enemy. Or stun an enemy. Oh, that's not bad at all. Get that for sure. Change out from our hack there. It costs a lot more, though. Boost MP 80. It's not a ton. And give regen. So yeah, we don't want that then. Have any items that are new here that could be useful? Not particularly. I think the only new one is the... No, nothing new. Okay. Well, let's continue our search around. I'm sure the student with the I mean, how many students are left to have magazines? Right? Like, it's not much. There's literally 4 left. Is it this girl? Nope, she's gone too. Let's go back up to the 3rd floor and let's actually start looking through some rooms. Oh, hi. You need to find a magazine, you say? Perhaps this is the magazine you're looking for? There's actually some data that was supposed to be deleted along with some unfortunate master. It's yours before price. Get me a student council badge from the arena and I'll hand it over. Okay. Now that also sounds like it could be an actually useful item though. So, there's something troubling you. Okay, same thing. Go into the computer room? Nope. Okay. Evidence. Evidence, you say. Well, let's go down and let's look at the board again. Oh, hi. You want to know who removed the announcement from the bulletin board? Well, I saw someone head down the stairs just a bit before he got to the bulletin board. Head down the stairs. Oh, she's sleepy. Don't want to wake her. That'd be rude. Okay, so then they went downstairs, you say. Right? Just want to erase the names. Did I see anyone who might have come down the stairs before you? Now that you mention it, I did recall seeing someone heading towards the nurse's office. We got a path. Oh, we also got to get the new food from Sakura there, or whatever it's going to be. You're asking if someone passed by here before you? Yes, someone passed by the nurse's office. I couldn't make out any details from in here, but I believe they were headed toward the garden. Hey, can you give me... Oh, we'll need to wait for that, I guess. Okay, garden. Flower girl. Oh, no, you're an NPC. The Harway Prince just came by here. I wonder how he's holding up after the lost. He was staring at the fountain for a while. Oh. Looks like someone dropped something in the fountain. It's a lapel badge shaped like a lion? Could my opponent, who removed the names from bulletin board, have dropped this? It may be a clue to my opponent's identity. Better keep it. Lion lapel badge. Well, shoot. That explains some stuff, huh? Do you have anything new to say? Every time I see these two, a new question comes to mind. How powerful are they anyway? Depends on what you mean by power. If you mean combat ability, I'm far weaker than you. As for that noxious little troll, one of her nicknames is Magic Gunner or some nonsense. Sounds someone masculine just like her. Why, you'd become the strongest of Magi just by firing a laser beam from your forehead, right? Shoot a laser from my forehead? Don't say such moronic things to this nice boy, you harpy. Anyway, my magic manifests as manipulation of energy and not by shooting laser beams. As for the mystic eyes of depth perception attitude, well, that's not quite my style. Whoever gave her that nickname was dead on. I quietly give thanks that these two aren't active participants in the Holy Grail War. Boy, they are just... You two are just a teaser, huh? Just a modicum of a teaser, and that's it. Well, we only need one more level to get our final ability, so we'll definitely be getting that as we run through here. The Harway Prince just came... Yeah, right. Okay, so... Is it just Leo? Because if so, it's like... kind of weird that Leo would be doing this. It doesn't seem like his sort of shtick, you know? Huh? Do you think I could be your opponent, Hakuno? Oh my gosh, there's no way that could happen. Nope, no way at all. That almost sounds... Hi.
Are you insinuating that I might be your next opponent?
Oh, are we, like, accusing them?
Don't be ridiculous. All I will say about this, if I were your next opponent, you'd already be dead.
Oh, shoot. Okay. I mean, I can accuse everyone, but... you want to know if I'm your next enemy? Idiot, why would I be chit-chatting with you if that were the case? Come on, think about it. Am I really the most suspicious person here? Well, we can't really go say who it is, because they're not kind of, you know, around. What's wrong, Hakuno? It seems something is troubling you. Okay, you're the same thing. Can we go say, hey, Ranny, look at this clue. Whoever perpetrated must have left a trace of witness and investigate. Okay. I mean, I guess we're doing that. We haven't checked the library. We can just go look at the library just to be... Because doesn't he usually hang out at the library? Well, you want to know if I'm your next opponent? Huh? Maybe I am. Or it could be someone you haven't seen yet. Oh. Girl from the desk is gone. Nice. Survived the 5th round. Congratulations. Any master who made it this far, without a doubt, would be the creme de la creme. The cream of the crop. But keep working hard. No ifs, ands, or buts. Yeah, well, I mean, we know who it probably is, and, I mean, we should know about... We know their true name of their servant. So that shouldn't be an issue, right? We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna check in these sorts of areas, actually. Let's go to the 3rd floor. Check around here, because we never do. I mean, probably we just need to walk towards the actual arena, and we'll see him there. That's usually how it goes, so... Let's see here. He's gonna just be hanging out over here, huh? Oh, hello. An electronic chiming sounds from my terminal. Primary cipher key's been generated. Well, received my first task. Along with learning about my enemy, I need to find the cipher keys. If this lapel badge's owner was able to hack the system, random searching will do me no good. I'd probably be my best interest to focus on investigating the arena today. Well, there's that then. There is that, huh? Okay, so... Pop a save here. I was actually told that you do want to use the Noble Phantasm against 3 random mooks, because you do get stuff from that, so... some dialogue, so we'll definitely be doing that. At least trying to. Life and death, one cannot exist without the other. The same holds true for friends and rivals as well. However, does this eternal struggle hold any meaning? Dang, dude. Whoa, whoa. Praetor, I feel the presence of the enemy master. It seems they are trying to enter the arena. This master is a sneaky one, so it'd be wise for us to watch out for traps as we proceed deeper. Oh boy. You know what? Actually, because these are new enemies, let's put back on our, 2nd strike here. Because honestly, being able to do that for new enemies is so useful. Okay. I'm gonna pop a save state while we can. Okay. Start by going over here. I see this is a dead end. Or is it? It is, alright. Oh, this music is worrisome. Alright, let's grab this guy. These guys usually do... Okay, let's try. Honestly, just start with this. Okay, 1. Apostasy. Apostasy. What is an apostasy? Anyways, we killed him in 1. Nice. Look at him float up. Alright. Alright, and hit. Nope. Okay. We've been spotted. They're headed this way, so let us move forward before they catch us. Where? I don't see them. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't know where they are. I'm a bit worried. Melt virus? Really? That's interesting, considering another character I know who has the melt virus from the Extra series. Probably not entirely related at all. Okay. Alright, we got a biter friend. Let's try this first. Tremors. Like, is this a reference to the movie with the sandworms? Perhaps. strange reference, but we'll go with it. Okay, these guys are not presenting a ton of experience. I don't see them on the map, but I'm worried. How do you know we've been spotted? The enemy is still on our trail. It is imperative we find a large open space. That is not what we want. I don't see them. Is this an open space? Okay, let's keep going. Uh-oh. This is no good. There's no switch to be found. This is a dead end. We have no choice but to face them. Are you ready, Praetor? Saber takes a fighting stance as the enemy closes in. I stop breathing. Time slows to a crawl. Nothing happens? As I nervously grind my teeth, Saber's stance relaxes. I cannot understand this. Our enemy has vacated the arena. What in the world is their game? Saber's right. The feeling of being chased is totally gone. But why? Are they trying to deceive us by obfuscating their presence? Highly unlikely. If this opponent is as skilled as the assassin from the 5th round, it is possible, but I believe the correct assumption is that they retreated. Whoever the enemy is and whatever they wanted, they're gone now. They must have their reasons, not that I understand. While I'm all over the mystery, Saber notices something over the door. Instead of twisting your head in knots trying to picture an enemy we cannot see, look at the clues that have been left in this door, Master. Right, the door without a switch. In other words, my opponent hacked into the arena and modified it. Maybe the enemy returned because they had already blocked my access to the trigger in advance? They performed quite the impressive alteration here. We cannot proceed. All we can do is retreat and come up with a plan. Well, let's, oh yeah, not much we can do then. So instead, let's clear out these areas first then. At least we're not being pursued anymore, which is the important part. Okay, let's try this. God, getting 2 free hits is so welcome. Ah, and you're done. Ba-bam. Ah! Alright. So yeah, let's finish clearing this out. I'd love to level up one more time. I really would. I'm gonna pop just an ether fragment just right there. Got you. Alright. And then we did guard, attack, right? Yeah. Okay. Nice. There we go. It is nice because it gives you an advantage so that then you can learn their patterns and have an easier time. It actually feels way more fair than even some of the stuff that you had to deal with kind of earlier, you know? Let's go get this item. We still need to find this lapel badge, too. Really? Alright, that's fine. 2, please don't break. Ya fool. You love to see it. Ah! Every time. I wish I could open up my jaw like that to eat a big old donair. Return crystal. Alright, don't really need that. Although I do see that there is a red item that is gettable by going back this way and going up that other path, which I will go look for. Hopefully that is the item we need for Taiga's quest. Also that one there, which we can grab as we run this way. It's blue, so I'm not expecting anything amazing. God, this is just mystery data from Battle Network, even down to the colors, huh? Alright. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just do this. Okay. You're screwed, bud. We are still high up on the levels, so I'm not expecting to need to grind a ton. But we'll see. I'm not making that mistake where I'm like, oh yeah, we're good. It's like, no, I'm not making that mistake again. Oh yeah, we really do have a small area to walk through, unless there's a secret door somewhere. We'll see here. Ooh, nice. Didn't even need that extra hit. Okay. Yeah, they're starting to provide less and less and less experience. Student Council badge. Hey, shoot. Nice. So yeah, we can't get in there. I want to try and see if this leads to any secret paths, though. Because that looks like a secret area over there that is not connected otherwise. I don't think I'm going to need to do something. So I'm not going to worry about that. Okay. I don't know what that thing would be. Oh, that'd be Melt Virus, right. We're not worried about that. Somehow it didn't give us a virus. We take that. Okay, let's check over here. Okay. That... Is that area just entirely unconnected? Well... How much we can do then today, huh? Wow. Alright, well. There goes that. Should I grind a Reno? I think I will. I think I'm just going to battle a couple enemies. I just want to get one more level just to get that going there. So, I will see you all in a touch. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to get a level just because of the fact that, one, there's not many enemies and they don't provide much experience. But two, I made a bad mistake and needed to do a big heal and that just ripped through my MP. And I'm not going to use those items there, so no biggie, no biggie. You look like you were just asleep for a second, then I came in. As always, you are made to walk the path of thorns, Praetor. Your opponent this time is a magus capable of altering the arena. I won't have you losing to them. The lapel badge you picked up at the fountain and the barrier, you have much to investigate. Yeah, that we do. I mean, you say it's a mystery? Oh, well, we don't even have Gawain on here, so never mind. Well, because I guess we're supposed to be like, oh, I don't know who this is, even though it's very clear. Well, they might be expecting you to think it's clearly Leo, but it might not be. All I know about my enemy is that they don't want to be known, and they dropped a lapel badge. Also, the door's locked. I don't have enough clues. I'm thinking to myself in circles. I should try consulting Ranny. Okay. Yeah, wow, there is nobody here, huh? Saber, do you have anything to say to me? Any comments, any words of advice? Oh, we have a thing. Including this one, there are only 2 battles left. Ever since I was dragged into the Holy Grail War, I haven't had time to think about what comes after. I've had my hands full just fighting inside a vacuum of understanding. But lately, I've given some serious thought into the future. 2 more battles. I've struggled tooth and nail to survive, and now I'm one of the 4 remaining participants. Why am I fighting? What do I want from the Holy Grail? How many wizards have died so far? It's too much to think about. The cost is too high to calculate. I figured out what I am, but all I really honed in this hellish prep period was my survival instinct. I don't want to disappear. I don't want to die, not without leaving something meaningful behind. But I have no home to return to. I can forget this stuff when I'm fighting, but it hounds me when I try to relax. Will I be able to survive? What will be waiting for me after the war? Do I deserve to live?
世を前にしてうつむくなど無礼であろう。というか、世が傷つくではないか。
Can we split the difference and let me look at your feet? I look up in response to Saber's scolding. Her beautiful face has a severe but knowing look.
仕方あるまい。暇を持て余しているのなら、世に付き合ってもらうぞ。以前、世はそなたのことを聞いた。どのような人間なのか。些細なことでも知りたくなってな。そなたは確かな言葉は返さなかった。あの時は情けないとも、もったいぶりよってとも思ったぞ。だが、それは残酷な話であったな。そなたがどれほどの苦悩、反問に身を焦がしているか、世はわからぬ。過去とは当人にしか折り合いをつけられぬもの。この手では、そなたの苦しみを拭うことはできん。なのでもっと前向きな話をしよう。奏者よ、 過去はとりあえず隅に置け。それぐらいの無責任さ、世は見逃すぞ。それに聖杯戦争も終盤。サーバントとしてマスターの意志を確かめておかねばならぬ。奏者よ。聖杯を手
Do
に
we
入
actually
れ
get to choose here?
何を願う。それを今言葉として聞かせてほしい。
This might be fun. We'll see what options we're given. Saber asks the big question. The Holy Grail can grant any wish. What I wish for? To keep living as I am, to keep living this world, to have fun and never work. I want to see what she says to this, but I'm gonna reload. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else stands out in my mind as more true. Money, love, power make the world go round. A flash of light blazes through my magic circuits. Ah, my thirst for knowledge cannot be quenched.
却下だ。ここで我が剣の錆と消える。
Oh, wow. Wow. That was a scathing comeback for something even Saber knew was a joke. But I don't think Saber's in any position to lecture me when it comes to luxury or debauchery. I can't think of another heroic spirit who indulged in luxury to the degree she did, right? That's what I was kind of thinking.
誤解だ。世だってちゃんと働いてたんだぞ。
Oh, yeah?
民衆の人気を得んがため、惜しみなく財布もしたのだ。
Yeah, through plays?
白状しよう。ローマの国庫を空にしたのは紛れもない。だが何が悪かろう。世はあるものを使うだけだ。あらゆる文化を吸収し、ひたすら繁栄を欲する我が市民に、その行き着く先を見せたのみ。むしろ放蕩なローマを世で終わりにしてやったのだ。どうだ、意見があるなら申してみよう。
My opinion on ancient Rome is that I don't have a strong opinion on ancient Rome. Whoa. There's more? I'm jealous of her personal theater.
うるさい。良かれと思ってやったことなのだ。過去のことを持ち出すでない。大体実現可能なものと願うな。
Oh?
そなたが望むなら、ハレムなぞ、世がいつでも用立ててやる。
Oh.
そんなものより、そなたの手が届かぬ思いを口にするのだ。願いとは、実現できぬ理想の別名。世が知りたいのは、そなたの心のあり方だ。
My mind, my ideals. In other words, what makes me human. I want to live. I don't want to die. My mind is where animal instincts become refined to the point where I can perceive perfection or beauty and affection. There are things I love. There are things I can't stand. I want to hold hands with someone. I want to hurt someone. If I'm mere data, where does the spectrum of emotions come from? My fights have aroused a variety of emotions in me as well as in my opponents. Maybe I'll probably pick things up from them. Empathy allows humans to mimic and learn from each other's emotions. Whoever I was before and whatever my wish was, I'm different now. My once empty brain is filled with memories and my wish is... I guess I'm still undecided.
そうか。まだわからないか。まったく。仕方のないマスターだ。
Saber takes my indecisive response better than I thought she would. She's even smiling. She knows there's a difference between people without wishes and those seeking them. Even though I don't have an answer to her question yet, she can see that I've grown.
まあ、及第点としておこう。それなりに満足のいく会話であった。次に長い休みができたのなら。
Oh.
その時はその
So I'm going to accept this then.
特別に何でも答えるとしよう。
I'd like that. Next time we have a down moment, I'll ask Saber about herself. Yeah, okay. No, that went better than I expected. That wasn't bad. We take those. Anyways, let's go give this thing to the girl, who is, I think, up on the 3rd floor. Yeah, there you go. A student council badge. With this, I can become one of them. Here, the magazine's yours. Alright, got the comic book. Yes, this illicit reading material. Shonen Jump. Ah! No! She's not here! Well, at least we can go grab ourselves a new healing item from Sakura. Hello, Hakuno. It must be hard not knowing who your opponent is. Here you go, Hakuno. Healing supplies. I wish you the best of luck this week, too. Just an ether crystal? Give me back your lunch that heals ailments, girl. Jeez. Mataku. Okay, well. Ranny. So, you were not able to meet your opponent yesterday, and once in the arena you were barricaded from exploring. This is indeed a formidable enemy. The gate is troubling. As long as it exists, I won't be able to get the cipher keys and I'll die. Your opponent has found a way to win without fighting. Perhaps you have a reason to avoid a fight, although that line of reasoning may be wholly faulty. Could that mean my enemy is trying to avoid a confrontation? I got booted from the arena before I could confront them, and there's this passive-aggressive stuff. I still don't know why, but it's safe to assume they're trying to avoid a fight. In any case, that gate must go. I don't think it's Leo then. If only we had some other item that could serve as a clue. Speaking of evidence, I'll ask about this lapel badge. This is a Harway crest, and you found it dropped on the floor. Leonardo Bistario Harway could be your opponent. It might be a good idea to confront him. However, take caution, this enemy might attack at any given time. Yeah, I know. All I have to go on right now is conjecture, but I should confront Leo before I go to the arena. I don't think it's him. And the reason I say that is because I feel like he's way too chivalrous to be, like, doing tricks like this, you know? I mean, that literally only leaves one other person who would want to avoid us fighting us because of the fact that, you know, we've been kind of nice to her. Hello? Leo? He was getting his read on the library. Look for him, why don't you go there? Getting his read on, you say? Hello, child. What is the matter? Without a word, I show Leo the lion lapel badge I found. This is a Harway lapel badge. Where did you get this? I briefly explained how I picked it up near the fountain in the garden. I see. It appears it's my brother's badge. However, there seems to be a number of subtle alterations done to it. I fear someone may have placed it there intentionally as a red herring, perhaps for the purpose of diverting your attention to me. However, I assure you I am not your opponent this time around. Leo handles the lapel badge almost as if it's a new toy, a smile forming on his lips. Interesting. It appears I somehow used my brother's code breaker. It's like rule breaker? Code breaker. It's true that Julius was able to access areas other masters are prohibited from entering. With our resources, we can access restricted areas of the Holy Grail. Yes, like the multimedia room. My brother wasn't necessarily a skilled hacker, nor was there any need for him to be. You see, this lapel badge is also a key of sorts, used to access the Harway Beowulf cluster back on Earth. Oh. I guess this means my true opponent tried to hack into the arena using this lapel badge. I mean, it might be possible to unlock that door. Your opponent erected a door in the arena. They must have quite the active imagination. Another explanation is that they have some reason they do not want to face you directly, but that's beside the point. Right now, it's enough to know that you can open the door with the lapel badge. It'd be a shame to be disqualified for something so trivial, so I'll give you the lapel badge. Pardon me, but I'd like to return to this rather rare book, so let us end our conversation here. And with that, Leo's gaze returns to the shelf of books he was perusing before we began talking. So Leo isn't my opponent, and the lapel badge was a ruse. Was this a trick by my real enemy? After all that running around, I still have no clues to who my real opponent is. Oh well, no use in worrying. I might as well head to the arena now. That is intriguing. Now here's the thing. There are 4 opponents remaining. We just cut down one of them. The other one is very clearly an NPC. Oh? Sudden sense of impending doom seems to grab me by the neck. Someone is, but from where? Praetor, you've sensed our enemy. They seem to want to fight, so let's hurry to the arena. Whatever the case, we'll need to be able to see them before we decide on any kind of plan. Saber's probably right. We should head to the arena and hit them there. What if I go to grab items? Hi, can I get some items before I go? So, you know, a couple things. No, they don't let me. Okay. Do you have a sort of penance? This one will stop an opponent from acting, useful if you can't predict their actions. Yep. Can I go outside? Was poppin'. I mean, the music started, but I don't see if there's any reason why I have to right now. I mean, let me get my walk on, you know? Okay, well, let's go to... I mean, there's nowhere I need to go, so might as well head there. Especially now that we have access to seemingly getting around. It's the arena. Should I head inside? Yep, let's go. Oh, the music continues. Oh, we should be able to get further now this time, which is good. I entered the arena, ready for an assault from the enemy. I felt such a strong intent to kill pushed at me in the school that they have to be chasing after us, and that's when it happens. What just happened? I don't even know what just happened. We were assaulted from the school? It is not possible for an attack to cross the firewall. Yeah, wait, what just happened? This is no good. We must gain some distance. Praetor, deeper. We must form a plan against this foe. Strange. What is going on in this chapter? Because if it is Rin, I mean, we know Rin's servant is Lancer. Which, like, what could Lancer be doing to, like, do this to us? Nothing comes to mind? Unless this Lancer is different somehow? I mean, I know he has that, like, cyber armor, which is kind of rad and kind of lame in equal parts. I have mixed feelings about it. But still, it's like... I also have the question of, why is that not in, why is that not a costume dress or even an Ascension thing in Grand Order? It's just strange that they ignore it, right? And again, I don't love it, so it's fine. In fact, I kind of would prefer to have his classic design in Extella there. Which I don't actually think you can get. You can get it for Emiya, you can. But not for the others. Nice. Good. It's nice getting the first, getting the first 3 hits, determined means that we're just good for, if we can kill him in one combo, then we're good. Alright. Oh? I no longer feel as if someone intends to kill me. Does that mean our enemy has withdrawn again? What manner of folly is this? I simply cannot fathom our enemy's motives this time. It's unsettling not to not know what the opponent is up to, but it seems there's no longer any danger. They hunt us down twice and pull back at the last second. It does seem to feel like they're avoiding conflict. Are they being hesitant? If so, why? And if not, what's the real reason? Well, if they had dropped pursuit, then that is for the best. We are now at the liberty to hack into that meddlesome door with the Harway lapel badge. It's unsettling to not know what the opponent is up to, but it seems the danger is gone. But it's not unlikely they'll come at us again. I should hack the door with the Harway lapel badge while I still can. This is strange. What are they up to? Why are they doing this? Again, the only thing I can think of is the fact that Rin is, sometimes nice to us, so she's feeling conflict over it, but it's still strange, because then how could Ku, Lancer Kuhulin attack through the firewall? My only thought is, the spear never misses the heart, even if it has to go through data, for instance. I don't know, right? Weird excuses every now and then for that sort of stuff. Okay. Nice. Thank you. Full combo. We're good to go. Alright. I'm very happy I got, I don't know if the part's gone up yet, but I did get Nero in Grand Order, so that makes me happy that, hey, we've linked up those Let's Plays. I love it. I love crossovers. Alright, Higgity Hack, let's go. Here it is. The door without a switch that my opponent kindly generated. Leo mentioned that the Harway lapel badge is capable of facilitating minor hacking. Praetor, you should attempt to remove this using the lapel badge. I nod in response to Saber's words and look at the lapel badge. Lapel badge's magic circuits are coupled to my own. In the massive influx of data, I find the data on the door and then... Huzzah! The same moment I feel I've torn it down mentally, the door in front of me vanishes. Whether it was an unstable hack itself or it was designed not to be used by enemies, the Harway lapel badge disintegrates in my hand. Splendid. With the road now open before us, obtaining the trigger should be child's play. With the door gone, it's finally possible to search the rest of the arena for the trigger. Instead of dwelling on my opponent's intentions, I'll keep going. Yeah, because we want to, like, you know, for one. Oh boy, look at these. Oh, look at all these items. Ah! Well, we stunned the one that we didn't want to do. Destroyer, huh? You know what? Just to be careful, let's do some of this just to get going. Nice. That's a lot of damage, huh? And how much does Veil of Petals do? Not enough, because he guarded. That's fine, cuz. Nice, okay. Fall to the floor, fool. Only 300, but we take that. Uh-oh. Okay, we got him again. He's stunned. Let's go. 1, 2. Then this was a guard, break, attack, attack. Okay, here we go. 2. Is it still guard? Yep. You get the extra. And now the break. Ah, that's the good stuff. Give me all these items, though. Elixir. Nice. Well, that's a lot of money that we don't need. Oh, really? It is unnerving to not know the identity of our opponent, but at least we have acquired a trigger. That is strange that it was so easy to get here, huh? Money? Color me slightly concerned at the ease of this. Just slightly, just slightly. Well, let's at least go through everything. You know, get the map completed. And we'll go through and try this. It is funny that apparently for getting the skills of Archer, you need to do map completion, and it's like I would naturally do it in this game anyways. Like, it's not like that's not going out of my way. It's not like the Etrian Odyssey games where map completion is the worst. It's like here, it's like, yeah, just do it. Magic Crystal Sphere. Okay. Now let's just clear out this map, and then that'll at least be useful to see if there's any secret rooms. I can't... I mean, it's only day, like, what, 2? I can't see us getting the second cipher key right away. Uh-oh. Ouch, that hurt a bit. Okay. That's fine. We got him. Good. Here we go. Done. Reading the enemy info. Good stuff. We can probably easily get our next level too, but first off, take a fragment. And another. Okay, let's go this way first. Yeah, we haven't fought one of you yet. I'm gonna guess your patterns are gonna be roughly the same, being 1 1 2 2. Let's go 1 1 2 2 guard guard. Okay, let's try that. 1 1. Okay, even guard. Yep. Guard. Okay, so it is roughly the same, though it probably has some skill in there to make it not as easy, I'm assuming. Hello, friends. Let's get the item, get the other guy. Alright, let's see here. Attack, attack. Okay, so now let's go. Then he did guard, right? No, he did attack, attack. No, he did that time. Let's go guard, guard, break, break. No, he did attacks there. Attack, 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 break, break. Let's try that. 1, 2. Even. Break. There we go. Not bad, not bad, not bad. These guys are very nice to know their patterns. Let's try this. Okay. Even when it's like that, it's fine. Okay. We get ourselves a Shockwave third strike. Heck yeah! Does it give us even more? Nice. It's still... How much does it use compared? Still use the same amount, so it's just free. It's a better upgrade, huh? Allows use of Mana Burst... Wait. Mana Burst A. No cost, stuns one term, eliminates lower level enemies. Okay, let's try that. It's only one. Huh. Wonder if the other one is better then. Is the bonus the fact that it instantly eliminates them? Because if so, that's not amazing. What's the bonus for that then? Is it the more experience, the more meter? Okay, let's see here. Because then we have Mana Burst B, stuns for 2 turns, eliminates lower level. No cost stuns. What does it mean, no cost stun? Does that mean... Oh, does that mean it's free on the field? It's not. I'm gonna give a Google. Fate Extra, Shockwave, second versus third. Is the Shockwave third buggy? So Shockwave first stuns an enemy for 1 move. Stuns for 2 the second. Nice, but Shockwave 3 goes back to 1. I know the description says it's supposed to be an area effect that stuns multiple critters, but Saber seems to auto-swing towards 1 target. How does it work in the Japanese? Have you done the air slash thing only to disappear before the enemy gets away? Well, the third strike has longer range than the first and second, but only does 1 stun. Huh. That sucks compared to the second. Dang. Apparently it goes further, but, like, stuns many foes? Yeah, that's fine. I'll take the downgrade, then, if it's even a downgrade. Dang. I was really hoping that you could get a free full combo, but they're like, no, that's too much. That's too much. Alas, alas. Oh, there's the Niflheim. Alright. 1, 2. Break. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm gonna hold off on battling him till the end there. Okay. Okay. Oh, we got him. Good. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off till the end there. Okay, let's get this final little section. Oh, that's just the exit? Good. Because then we'll go scoop, scoop, scoop around. And then we will go and battle this dude. Okay, but first off, I'm going to... Oh, look at him, like, go down. He's like, yeah, ready for combat. And you know what? Give me a... Crystal Shard. Crystal Shard, there we go. Okay, and then we're gonna get this whole map. Alright, here we go. Alright, bud. 1, 2. Let's hope for that one, and then we'll go... Thunderous to try and do as much as we can, because this dude has 5,000 some HP. Come on, we gonna get a third? Okay, even, that's fine. Alright. Good damage. Do that twice. Oh, he's nearly done. He hates it. Alright. I think we got this. Okay, he guarded that one. He's gonna guard it again. What a fool! Alright. And we leveled up. That means that we can go get that last skill. Alright, well, let's leave. Let's see if there's any final items or anything remaining here. And if so, we'll have to come back on a day, which is whatever, it's fine. Okay. Give me that summary. Hey, hundos around the board. Nice. Still don't know who they are. Is this gonna take all the way to getting them in, like, the elevator for them to be like, surprise, it was so-and-so who is probably Rin. Oh! Yesterday, after entering the arena, I heard a blast. I head to the arena to see the aftermath. An attack that causes damage beyond the moon cell's capability to repair. You were very lucky. You would have never survived such an attack. If it hit you, you'd be dead right now. I wonder if that's really true. Luck only goes so far. Did my enemy miss on purpose, and if so, what would the reason be? As I stare blankly at the scars on the wall, I hear a voice call from behind me. Thank goodness you're safe, Hakuno. Ranny? What is this? Yesterday, after you went into the arena, a massive detonation was heard in this area. I came to check out the situation and I came across this. Did something happen yesterday? I explained what happened to me to an increasingly worried Ranny. After running to the arena to escape a sudden feeling of death, I heard a loud blast. After the explosion, the sense of my enemy's presence suddenly and mysteriously disappeared. Interesting. At the moment a person enters the arena, they are completely defenseless. If that was their intent, then it seems your enemy will go to any lengths to see you dead. However, I couldn't tell you why this attack failed. As she continues to speak, Ranny keeps running her hands over the crater in the wall. Suddenly she stops dead. She must have noticed something. This is... I can feel the remnants of a powerful rune. Oh, rune magic? That's what caused the explosion. Rune? If I remember correctly, runes are lesser charms frequently used in the past, but now are considered weak and powerless. I thought it was a weapon at first, but it seems to be related to thaumaturgy instead. If that's the case, our opponent's servant would be a caster, maybe? Not necessarily. Runes were used by Celtic warriors, so it might not be a caster at all. Oh, well, there we go. That's our answer. In this case, I guess it was a warrior who uses runes to enhance a physical attack. Well, shoot. I know who it is then, huh? Information about my enemy's attacks. It's not their class, but any info is better than none. Thank you, Ranny. As I give my thanks, she lowers her head and softly says yes. However, it seems strange that your enemy would give up so quickly after their ambush failed. Your opponent managed to survive this long. I can't see how they managed to miss you. This is only a guess on my part, but maybe your opponent really doesn't wish to face you. Doesn't want to face me? But there are only enemies to be found in the Holy Grail War. Well, except maybe Ranny. I wonder, is there a reason for this conflict? All that awaits this loser is a virtual death. It's a hypothesis, nothing more. Sorry if it didn't seem quite rational, however. Ranny closed her eyes and took a deep breath as if she was trying to relax. Almost immediately, her inscrutable demeanor returned. Oh, there was something I wished to discuss with you. Could you spare a few moments later? With a final shy glance, Ranny turns and walks away. I wonder what she wants. I'll be sure to go talk with Ranny later. Intrigue continues. I try to organize what I know. I realize I don't have enough information. The enemy hasn't left any clues. At least with Julius, the servant might have been invisible, but the master was conspicuous. This time, both are mysteries. It's pointless to speculate. It's noon. Maybe I'll go to the cafeteria to nourish my brain. Let's eat some of that delicious yakisoba pan, huh? Well, let's go to the chapel first and get that final level up. Want to do an alteration? Yes. B rank. Not bad. So we'll get that up, and then we'll do a little bit more luck, huh? Complete. Nice. Endurance ranking increased. Blossom of the Court acquired. Good. Some of my former glory spinners. Oh, same thing. Now we're good. So we got all the skills, huh? Status. So we got Blossom of the Court. Damages enemy. Requirements. Use Noble Fan. Oh. Really? That's interesting. So this is a... That's a like an attack that only works with the Noble Phantasm. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's see if she has anything to say regarding the fact that we got all her skills. Not really.
ところで、きちんと数えて
Oh.
いるか、奏者よ。アリーナに潜む希少種を倒した数だ。今やなかなかのスコアだぞ。ここがコロッセオでないのが悔やまれる。観客さえ確かなら、世のライオン裸締め殺しを上回る伝説が生まれたであろうに。まったく惜しいことだ。
Wait a sec. Did I just hear what I think I heard? The lion is fine. The killing, that's cool. But wasn't something indecent sandwiched in there? Yeah. Yeah.
なんだそのかわいそうな子を見るような目は。
Like, I mean... I'm used to her at this point, so... yeah, like that, it flew over my head. It's like, yeah, whatever. It's fine. Yeah, it's you.
ライオン裸締め殺しだ。こう獅子の首を右脇に抱えて、ゴキリと首の骨をだな。
She snapped its neck? She snapped a lion's neck? My saber, with her lithe, slender body, snapped the steely neck of a lion? And we're talking before she became a heroic spirit, right? Well, yeah, as we've seen in her chapter in Grand Order, she was just like this as a human. She just was. Like, nothing has changed for her as a heroic spirit. This is just what she was like as a human. Saber looks away sheepishly. Yeah, somebody was exaggerating.
ちゃんと気絶させたぞ。誓って言うが、勝負は世の勝ちだったのだ。だが、頸骨はさすがに硬かったというか。
Saber starts bombastically, then trails off into silence. Thank God she's not some kind of lion decapitator. Just some sort of ancient pro wrestler.
プロレスラーではない。ヘラクレスの世を真似ただけだ。あの男にできて、世にできないはずがないと証明したかったのだ。まあ、市民には不要であったが。
Saber's shoulders slump at the unpleasant memory. Wow. What a megalomaniacal emperor she must have been to view Heracles as a rival. I like these little stories. They're nice. They provide a nice look into them as people. That said, again, this was just what she was like as a human. There is very little exaggeration in her words. It is very strange. Some people even claim it's a bit Mary Sue-ish, and you know what? I kind of understand. I do. I really do. So let's go upstairs and talk to Rani first, because I feel like continuing her side plot is smarter than going through what was said. Oh, never mind. She's not here. Well, shoot. Unless she's just over here for some reason. We'll see. Okay. Well, let's go up to the roof and see if somebody's up there. Now, here's the thing. I think Rani is keeping it from us that it's pretty clearly Rin. And the reason I say that is the fact that, like, she fought Rin. She knows how Rin's servant fights, right? So, we'll see. Anyways, is Taiga back? No, I need to do your thing. We got the data, so that's not too much of a worry, though. Okay, well, maybe she'll come after I advance the story in the calf. Ah, look at that pixel food. Hakano, it's you. Did you perhaps come here to buy lunch? As I enter the cafeteria, I bump into Rani, who seems uncharacteristically flustered. I wanted to try my hand at creating food, and... would you like to try some? Creating food. Why does that innocent phrase sound so ominous? Wait a sec. Randy said create. Did she use alchemy to make lunch? I mean, actually, scientifically speaking, cooking is basically alchemy.
Hi.
It took me a while, but it was my first time doing this and all. No need to worry, though. All the ingredients are safe for human consumption, maybe. As much as that brief pause disturbs me, her simple gesture of friendship makes me happy. Her show of kindness reminds me of my life before being forced into this brutal struggle. Why don't we eat in the classroom? I'll go first and set up before you arrive. Look at her run off. With a final polite farewell, Randy turns and walks away. It seems she's happier than before. It was surprising to see her act so kind, especially considering her normal, formal demeanor. Well, I should head up to the classroom before Randy's lunch gets cold. Can't wait to try it out. Is this a trap? Is that Rin in disguise? Is she doing some nefarious skullduggery? Oh, hey, Hakuno. I've been expecting you. It's all ready. Oh, never mind. Hello there. And you too, Randy. Hakuno, I made something just for you. You don't want to insult me by not wanting to try it, would you? Rin Tosaka, the school idol, making me lunch? What's gotten into everyone? Oh, don't act so surprised. Consider it a gesture of goodwill from a fellow master. It's almost 100% poisoned. A gesture of goodwill? Fair enough. I can accept that. Why don't we all eat together? Oh, dear God. You really don't have a clue, do you? Oh, well. Shall we, my dear Ranny? What? After that brief exchange, we all sat down and began to eat the lunches both the girls had made. Never having tried Egyptian food, Ranny's lunch seemed very exotic, with unusual spices and flavors. On the other side of the culinary spectrum, Tosaka's lunch was primarily Chinese food. Hakuno, try some of this. No, let me feed you, I insist. Rin proceeds to shove some of the shrimp and chili sauce she made into my mouth. It was really, really good. It's poisoned. If you like that, wait till you try this. It's a spring roll. It was incredibly delicious. Words cannot adequately describe how good it was. Hey, you have to try this too. She then hands me what looks like the perfect Chinese dumpling. Wow, everything tastes so good. Randy, why don't you try some? As soon as I said those words... Thanks, but no thanks. Standing up with alarming speed, Randy began to hastily pack up the lunch she made. Randy? Is there something wrong? It's nothing. I've had enough for now, so I should probably just leave. She's almost completely out of the room before her last sentence comes to an end. She seems not quite herself. Was it something I said? You are so stupid. She ran away. I didn't realize she was that serious. I was just trying to get her to think things through a little, but I guess I went a little too far. Of course, my servant decides it's the perfect time to make their presence known. Prater, the way you handled that situation with those girls greatly disappoints me. Yeah, me too! To make matters worse, your behavior was boorish and insensitive in the extreme. She obviously went through a great deal of trouble just to make something special for you. Though she may be our enemy, I feel you should make amends somehow, perhaps with a gift of salt. Why salt? Your inability to appreciate the subtleties of a woman's emotions is appalling. Now go after her. After being thoroughly berated by my servant, I find myself bolting out of the classroom. But despite my best efforts, I was unable to find her that day and make things right. What I did to Randy at lunch was pretty thoughtless. I need to find her and apologize. Now I need to find her. So it's not deep plot, it's just main character is stupid as frick, huh? Alright. Sounds good. I do have to wonder how much the story changes if you're a girl. I'm going to say it's going to be the exact same situation as Grand Order, where absolutely almost nothing does. You know, it still reflects the same everything. Oh, hi, I heard the news. There's more to you than meets the eye. You're really growing up. It warmed the cockles of my heart, even in the middle of this war. Please don't use that word ever. Whoever it is, they aren't letting you know. Pretty smart of them. I wish I'd tried that. Well, that narrows it down from one more. Although, I mean, technically, I guess at this point, everyone has, you know, lied or said that they weren't, you know, that it wasn't them, so... Oh well. Okay, third floor. Have you obtained the required cipher keys? If not, make haste to the... Well, I got one of them. Oh, she is there. Ranny, I'm sorry. I'm stupid. I was born stupid. I ran all around the school searching in vain for Ranny, and here she is in her usual spot. First, I ought to apologize for what happened at noon. I'm sorry, Ranny. Whatever do you mean? Ranny looks displeased. Darn, I knew it. She's still angry. I'll still tell her how my servant lectured me afterward and what I realized. I didn't mean to slight Ranny's cooking. It was inexcusable of me to brush off Ranny like that. And it was even worse to have said such an insensitive thing. I'll be more sensitive in the future, so if she can find it in her heart to forgive me. Having run clean out of ways to apologize, I await her response with bated breath. I think that's the wrong bated, but... Do you regret what you've done? Deeply. Next time, you'll eat what you have been given. Of course I promise. Of course I promise. I understand. You are forgiven. Thank goodness. Ranny's smile soothes my nerves. Is there anything I can do as a token of my apology? Yes, or rather, I have something I meant to talk to you about over lunch, so please listen up. Gotcha, tell me whatever you want. There's no information on the enemy this time. We were able to dig more up on the Scorpion than this. Yeah, the sole clue that remains is the hole in the first floor wall. It is more important than ever you do everything in your power to prepare for the upcoming fight. Actually, I've been preparing a new mystic code for you. I can give it to you tomorrow. She's been making me something? And meanwhile oh shoot, I'm a big jerk. That's all I wish to talk to you about. It would hinder your search of the arena to talk further. Yeah, I ought to head to the arena as soon as I can. But there's something I should say before I leave. Thank you. I gaze into Ranny's eyes to let her know my words are sincere.
Hi.
You're welcome. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. Time to go to the arena. Was saying that I wanted to eat her food a bad thing? My mind just goes to, it's poisoned. It's poison. The food is poison. That's all I can think about. Even though, like, there's, like, no proof. And I don't think you can poison people's food in the school. I feel like that's against school rules. Or rather, the rules of the fight. So we'll see here. We'll see. God, Taiga, you really didn't appear, huh? You really just decided to not be here. Sure hope you're there tomorrow. Hey, you're here. What's up? You're here in place of the girl who died. Did you find the identity of your opponent? If you don't find out within 4 days, including today, you'll be at a big disadvantage. I will be. But literally, there's not much I can do. You're the only one who comes here anymore. It went from total chaos to desolate loneliness in a flash. Oh, it'll probably be a zoo again with the next Holy Grail War. Luckily, I won't be here. The fact that it seemingly happens over and over is so strange to me because I feel like this is like it feels like a one and done thing. But I guess it's not. Okay. Hi. Okay, yeah, you're back in supply mode. Okay, well, I sure hope the next level generates as I walk through here. I sure hope it generates. Sure hope it generates. Oh. We don't have a clue as to our opponent's identity. That can't possibly be good. Since investigating will be futile now, we should focus on training the arena. Indeed, we must do what we can now. It may be boring, but it is an important task nonetheless. Have you prepared for entering the arena? If we are to train, we must have the necessary items. Yeah, we're good for that. That's just gonna be here now. Almost looks like a crater. It's the result of the opposing servant's noble phantasm. The power of runes scares me. Well, I don't know if it's their noble phantasm, but really, there's nothing right here. No new floor. Did they expect us to like not go through it the first time? Then honestly, I'm good. Well, there might be clues. No, there's probably not. I think we're good. Let's head back. We had a very eventful day. Yeah, we're fine. If I'm gonna train, I'm gonna train in the one with the more experience points. The harder enemies. Every time. Why does she flip up? You do not have to tell me. I'm perfectly aware 3 days have passed and still we know nothing. To rely on that woman's mystic code runs counter to my values, but I shall permit it. However, if you had bolstered my strength, such a thing would be unnecessary. You know what you must do. Devote yourself to the arena and supply me with the usual magic. We will. Wielder of Runes. Form of thaumaturgy, unique to Northern Europe. The foundation of this craft is the engraving of words into power and stone to induce various mystical events. It is believed this ability has been lost to time. Well, alright guys, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time for some more Fate Extra, wherein we do the second half of our time here, where we'll definitely learn that it is 100% Rin that we're fighting. Watch it not be, and maybe super wrong, but it probably is. We'll see you guys next time. Ciao.